Former President Uhuru-Kenyatta holding a meeting for a handshake with Rigathi Gachagua, and Uhuru-Kenyatta holding an executive meeting, therefore installing Kalonzo Musyoka as the leader for the Azimio la Umoja. Which confuses you the most? Okay, this is my take. There are rules and regulations in terms of dissolving coalitions. Now, is it being done this way because the leader of Azimio la Umoja is no more the late Prime Minister, former Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga, and that those seats should be occupied in order for the coalition to be dissolved? Now, this is my analysis. One, it's either they are putting people in these positions, or Uhuru Kenyatta is doing this in order to dissolve the Azimio la Umoja coalition, or two, Uhuru Kenyatta is doing this to prove a point to ODM. Uhuru Kenyatta wants to tell the ODM, you are bragging of going into the government with 7 million votes, forgetting that those 7 million votes, you got them from the umbrella of Azimio la Umoja One Kenya. It is a gameplay. Uhuru Kenyatta wants to remind the ODM indirectly that the votes you are trying to tell William Samoei Ruto you'll give him, you got them from the coalition. You got 1 million from me. You got over 2 to 3 million from Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, the Northeastern, and the rest from other small parties within the coalition of Azimio la Umoja. So it's a way of telling ODM, walk on your lane. And that way, also Uhuru Kenyatta is cutting ODM to its size. Now, either it is a way of dissolving Azimio, or it is a way of proving a point to ODM that they don't own the 7 million votes, or both at the same time. This is basically what power play involves. This is what politics takes. It requires strategy. Another thing that is much possible, we would ask, if Uhuru Kenyatta was not able to deliver victory to Raila Amolo Odinga, will he be able to deliver victory to Gachagua-led opposition? Another question is, can't it be seen as a distraction from the main agenda of making Ruto a one-term president? Who is pulling the strings from what side? And where is Gachagua left in this picture? Or could it be a case that I always speak about, the simple minority which is organized and the complex majority which is disorganized? We have the same objective, same vision, same mission, agenda, focus, but we all individually want to fulfill it instead of bringing ourselves together and face the challenge head on. So we scatter. while the minority know their power is in their unity. They consolidate that small which they have and protect it with every single energy they have. Politics at the end of the day. Remember when Gachagua did say that it is time to make sure that they consolidate the mountain and every wrong should be amended. He even apologized publicly to Uhuru Kenyatta. He even apologized directly and publicly to Martha Karua. Now, in the Agikuyu culture, we saw some goats and sheep being taken to Martha Karua as a sign of amending whatever wrongs might be between them and seeking a clean sheet to start over again. The same was done to Uhuru Kenyatta. The question is, are they in good books both politically and socially? Because those are two things, as the saying goes, there are never permanent enemies in politics. There are never permanent friends in politics, just interests. We really need to be very vigilant as Kenyans. Political realignments have already begun. And from now through to 2027, you shall see complex games in politics. But my thought is telling me it is Uhuru Kenyatta pulling strings to tell ODM, you are blaming me for not giving victory to you. Remember, you were just left out with 200,000 votes, which your people who will tell you you've already won these never voted for you. I played my part. What did your people do? It is a message to ODM. Telling ODM, I'll cut you to size and tell you my power. The votes you got were not yours, were from the combined effort. And 3, I want to prove to you that I was never the mistake in 2022. By doing what? Making sure that Ruto becomes a one-term president. My thought. What's your take? Kindly give me your thought in the comment section below. Ahmed Khalif is my name for the unscripted talks here in Dub Radio. If you love content of this nature and you're watching from my YouTube channel, kindly subscribe and press the notification button. So anytime that we are live or we upload content of this nature, you'll be the very first person to be notified. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuhu.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, Dub Radio ndio mpango mzima.